getting ready to do our morning ride. Then we're going to a cooking class. Good, because I'm hungry. This is a beautiful Harley Davidson. Please take a look. They have new helmets, not the same ones that we have in the U.S. At least I haven't seen them, and I go to almost every Harley there is. And of course, all the family and friends that have texted me their shirt size, I'm gonna get you a shirt, no problem. Come in and look. Just rode the Harleys up to the mountainside. Listen, it was an awesome adventure. It's beautiful here. I just want everybody to see. So now we're about to have a cooking class. There's Evan. Say hi, Evan. There's the fire. Harley over there somewhere. Absolutely awesome.
Before we start, I would like to introduce myself to you. My name is Siham, I am 26 years old and I work here in this garden as a chef in Moroccan cuisine. I started the Moroccan cooking when I was very little because here in Morocco it's a part of our culture to learn how to cook in a very young age. So this was my beginning. I learned the traditional cuisine from my grandmother and the modern cuisine from my mother. When I finished my high school, I moved here to Marrakesh to pursue my studies because I'm originally from Ouarzazate, not from Marrakesh. So for the first year I went to university, I studied English literature for 3 years. I got my BA degree and after that I went to the culinary school to study culinary art. I got my diploma in 2 years and after that to become an English teacher I also went to the American Language Center. I got my TOEFL certificate and became an English teacher and I started then my journey looking for a job. For me it was the perfect moment because I met Chef Tariq, the owner of this garden. You know him. He introduced me to the garden and also to the concept of the garden. In the beginning, I thought it's a crazy idea to have a garden in the middle of nowhere. You saw the road, no means of transportation, nothing. So it was, for me, it was a bit weird. But when I came here, I knew what was the concept behind having this garden in this village. Here, as you know, a lot of girls drop out of school in a very young age because they only have the primary school. So once they finish the primary school, they drop out of school. You wouldn't find in this village a girl who studied after like primary school.
Which would be what, 6th grade, right?
Exactly, yes, 6th grade. So when they finish, they just stay at home. A lot of girls got married at 16, 17. They were very little and they got married. So what we try to do, we open the women association for them. We bring them here to the garden. We give them training in pastries, and after that, when they get their diploma, we can be in charge of finding a job for them in the city, or they can choose to stay here in the garden because they are not allowed to stay away from their houses. They say that she can only go away if she's getting married. Otherwise, she has to stay in her parents' house. So when they finish their training, we try to provide them with a job. And as I mentioned, they can stay also in the garden to work here. We used to have more than 24 girls last year, but because of COVID, we have less girls right now. And also we try to help the Women Association of the village by buying everything that is local. They try to sell the local spices, olive oil, cheese, honey, etc. They sell everything for us, and after that we present it to the guests we have. And in case if they want to help them, they can buy stuff from there. So this was the concept, and when I came here, my main job was to teach them English and French in order to help them in their communication skills so that they can communicate with guests. Restaurants in Marrakesh, they work mainly and basically with tourists, so it's good for them to have some communication skills to communicate with the guests. And also to give cooking classes. I found it a good opportunity for me because it was a big chance for me to combine between the two things I am more passionate about. The first one, which is cooking, and then teaching. And then I started teaching cooking. And I've been doing this job for 3 years now, and it's been a good experience so far. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
She made me cry. Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay.
So the first thing we start with is with a cup of tea. Here in Morocco, it's a part of our culture to always start with tea. When you welcome your guests, you need to give them a cup of tea. If you go to any Moroccan house, you always get and receive with a cup of tea. This way you are showing the guests your generosity and also your hospitality. After a cup of tea, we're going to talk about the Moroccan tea ceremony that we're going to have today. And we are also going to talk about the main ingredients we need to prepare Moroccan traditional tea. Because in Morocco we have two different kinds of tea. We have royalty and we have the traditional and royalty, and we have the mint tea, which is the standard recipe that we give more for tourists because some people happen to have allergies for other plants. I'm going also to give you a demonstration to show you how you can prepare Moroccan traditional tea. And after that, we're going to have a second cup. After our cup of tea, we're going also to talk about the spices. The main objective for you is not to remember the names of the spices, but to have an idea and a basic idea about the main basic marinades that all Moroccan people use for their traditional cooking, to help you with cooking. After spices, you're going to move on to start cooking. The menu is huge for you today. You're going to cook many kinds of tagines. You're going to cook Moroccan couscous and some salads. Today, no stove, no gas, everything is traditional. We leave everything to be cooked, and then we move on to have some fresh bread with cheese, and you're going to see the Berber clay oven. After you finish your bread, time to have a tour in the garden, to see the garden and to see everything we have here. And after you finish your tour, you come back to eat what you have cooked. The main objective for us is that you're going to eat what you have cooked. Of course, if it's good, it's yours. If it's not,
It's yours.
Richard knows that. If it's not good, it's still yours. You finish your lunch, you're going to get a dessert surprise made as a gift for you from the Girls Association who are working with us. And and after your dessert surprise, we're going to come back for the last cup of tea. The Moroccan style is always to start with tea and to end with tea. The first tea we call the tea welcoming, and the last one we call it the tea digestive. To help you with some digestion, we prepare it with some rosemary, thyme, oregano, etc. You're going to receive your Moroccan diplomas to make you qualified. You're officially Moroccan chefs. Okay?
There we go. Okay.
There is only one thing that goes so fast in Morocco, especially in Marrakesh.
The moped.
Have you been to the Medina?
I did.
Did you see how many motorcycles there?
Yeah.
So these are the only ones that go so fast in Morocco. Otherwise, everything goes so slow.
They're faster than the miller.
So fast. Even when you hear fast food, it's food, but it's never fast. It's always late. They always come to you late. So we need a lot of patience and a lot of time in this country. The Moroccan tea ceremony can take you longer than 1 hour and a half. Some people say that this is crazy, but for Moroccan people, as they say, we need to talk. So we are never in a rush. And now it's time to talk about the ingredients we need to prepare Moroccan traditional tea. The first ingredient we need to make tea is we need
Eat.
tea. Yes. This is green tea. But even when you hear Moroccan tea, it's originally not Moroccan. The recipe is Moroccan, but the ingredient is not Moroccan. This is green tea coming from China. It's Chinese green tea. And in the beginning also is the history of tea in Morocco. Tea in the past it used to be named after a drink, not the ingredient. Because in the past they used to have a big glass that in Tangier now they call it kas shibari. Kas shibari, it means a big glass with hot water, a mixture of herbs, a little bit of sugar. This is the old recipe. So when you hear the word tea, it goes for the drink, not for the ingredients. And after that, when we received this green tea, it was a gift to our king as-Sultan Moulay Ismail between the 16th and 17th centuries. It was just a gift for him. And at the beginning, it was used just as a medicine herb for his son who had some digestive problems. So he used it just for his digestive problems.
It's my 47th diploma. Thank you very much,
Break the
everyone.
board record. Say congratulations.
Race car driving there, cook.
Put spicy on his certificate.
And we have the perfect congratulations
Thank
again.
you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
All right, we on location. We just had our photo shoot.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat. In the
Gotta
middle
go
of the desert.
in the middle of the
The
desert.
chef.
So we have a chef, and they're gonna sing a song and give us a point.
Nigga said, boy, I'm fucking fire.
Let me show y'all our bedroom for the night. We're gonna go to sleep in the desert. Isn't that pretty?